Freshman from Salt Lake City, Utah, number 21, Hadley Delaney. Senior from Rialto, California, number 22, Leon Casey. Junior from Mansfield, Texas, number 23, Avery Bolo. Freshman from Castle Rock, Colorado, number 28, Kennedy Albertson. Junior from St. Petersburg, Florida, number 32, Tasha Dayan. And freshman from Laramie, Wyoming, number 47, Ava Walker. Assistant coach for the Rams. Welcome to beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado, as the DU Pioneers will enter the city in hopes of knocking off the Colorado State Rams here on this field, which they've done numerous times over the course of the last decade. Both teams starting a new era as the DU Pioneers are moving to the West Coast Conference this season and the inaugural Pac-12 season for your Colorado State Rams. Let's go ahead and start with your starting lineup, starting with the DU Pioneers. The midfielder freshman, number 4, Reese Morgan. Rowan Lapiano, number 8, the midfielder junior out of Parker, Colorado. Number 13, Shea Payne, 5'9", senior forward out of Rosemont, Minnesota. Number 15, Kit Mooney, midfielding freshman out of the nation's capital. Number 16, Caitlin Stotts, the freshman forward, playing here in her first collegiate action here on a Sunday afternoon. Number 21, Samantha Dreiling, a sixth year, been with DU since 2021. She's a midfielder out of Centennial, Colorado. Number 22, Nora Zalzani, the senior out of Wilmette, Illinois. Number 23, Lucy Garnsey. Number 25, Kiara Vincent. And number 27, Casey Harvey. On the other side for the Colorado State Rams, number 1, the sophomore out of Newport Richey, Florida, Skylar Alonzo. Number 5, Danielle Charleston, the new transfer out of Wright State, coming out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Number 11, a familiar face for this Rams squad, Hannah McKay. And Bridget Arnold, the senior forward turned defensive back line player out of Hemet, California. Number 21, Hadley Delaney. Number 22, the always excellent Mia Casey. Number 23, Avery Balome out of Mansfield, Texas. And the Castle Rock native and a new Ram who did not play on Thursday, but will get the start here today. Number 28, Kennedy Albertson. Kaja Dione, one of the 3 named to a watch list for the Pac-12 here this season. And the freshman who scored the lone goal on Thursday in Boulder, number 47, Ava Wallhead out of Laramie, Wyoming, as we're just moments away from getting here set this afternoon. A new era for Colorado State athletics, and it starts here today. Pios come in today. They had a scheduled match with UNC on Thursday. Played about 20 minutes before the game was called due to weather delays. Colorado State played in Boulder, also received some weather delays, a 90-minute delay in the game start as they were taking on the number 13th team in the nation down in Boulder, the first meeting between those teams in 7 years. Pios wearing all red, the Colorado State Rams in their new Adidas all whites, as DU will start with possession to kick off the 2026 home season for your Colorado State Rams. The Rams did not lose a match at home in 2025, and we are underway, and season is on a roll as this one's intercepted by Casey to the midfield, right back to the Pioneers. Arnold wearing the captain sleeve sends this one forward, and Dione with a quick little rush back the other way here in the opening minute. Dione a crosser to the far side, and that's for Alonzo, who can't track it down. It'll be a throw in for DU. Rams coming off the 2-1 loss on Thursday in Boulder. It's a number 13 ranked Buffalo team. Scored in the first half, about 16 minutes in, before the Rams were able to even things up in the second half off of Ava Wallhead, the freshman's goal. Came in the 67th minute before CU jumped on top for the final time to take the 2-1 lead in the 77th minute. and send the Rams to 0-1 here early in the season. The home opener for CSU is this one's blown for offsides. It'll be a DU free kick here from the newly painted Pac-12 logo. After more than 2 decades in the Mountain West, the Pac-12 is now the competition for Colorado State. Free kick played back to netminder for DU. I'll play this one along the back line. In net for the Pios, making her first start of her collegiate career, number 23, Lucy Garnsey. Did not play in 2025. Helped lead Colorado Academy to a 3A state title in 2024, made 17 saves in that contest, and rightfully named the match MVP. And she had led her team to the 3A state title. And in net, a new face on the pitch, but not on the roster here for the Colorado State Rams. And Addison Huber was here last season, redshirted her freshman season out of Flower Mound, Texas. Did not play last season, came in relief this year after Gray Wilson transferred to Oregon. And Addison Huber was excellent in her first collegiate start on Thursday in Boulder. Made 6 saves on 8 shots from the Buffaloes. A lot of those coming early in the contest, and even more so in the second half, where the Rams were outshot 10-2 in the final 45 minutes of that contest. Despite just 2 shots in the second half for the Rams, that was the half that they scored their goal. This is a first half team from a season ago, scored more than half of their goals on the season in the first 45 minutes of their contests. They'd like to get off to a fast start here today, as this one's been a tough play on the far side. It'll be a throw in for the Rams. Coming to the near side with Dione. Working one-on-one, works this one back to the middle and just puts a shot on net right over the crossbar in your first attempt on the home turf for Kaja Dione. Just sails over. It'll be a goal kick for Garnsey and the Pios. Season's roster and no longer with the program, be it graduation or transfers. More than 11,000 minutes played off of the roster in those 16 players. A quick turnaround here now as Casey works through the middle. With speed, makes the defender miss, works out to the right side of the box. This one's deflected up and out of play, and a first corner for the Rams here this afternoon. Just 2 corner kicks for Colorado State in Thursday's loss. This is a team that averaged more than 6 a contest back in 2025. A big piece of this offense, as it has been for the 6 years now for Keely Hagan, the head coach of this program, as she leads them into the new era of Rams soccer. This one's into the box, headed down by Dione. It'll be cleared out. Sent back all the way past the midline, where Huber will pick it up. Goaltender in the yellows for the Rams. New uniforms. As the Rams announced just a couple of weeks ago, the new brand partner would be Adidas, moving away from Under Armour. We'll get a whistle here on the far side, and a DU player a little slow to get up. Tough tackle there from Hannah McKay on the far side. Drew the whistle, and it'll be a free kick for DU. Also, we can hear the radio if you don't need anything. Arnold chips this one forward. Looked like it was off a pile. Dione with her speed will try to track this one down and quickly cut off. And cleared away to stop the rush. Is sent back by goal by Karina Vincent. And the pressure here on the front line for the Rams. A through ball here on the far side. Here's the freshman Wallhead with a strike, and that is a save in net for Garnsey. Wallhead, again, the lone goal scorer on Thursday. Try to pick up her second collegiate tally in just her second collegiate game. Talked to head coach Keely Hagan yesterday about Ava Wallhead and that goal on Thursday. Asked her what she brings to this team and what she can bring to this front line. And Keely Hagan firmly believes she's going to be lethal if she develops the way that this program believes that they can develop her. Already paid off as it's headed on, kicked up in the air and in by Kasha Dion. And a goal in the 7th minute is going to be waved off. No goal. Going to call it offsides. Be a free kick. It'll be taken by Garnsey in the box. Dion just on that second touch after the ball cleared into the box. The Rams thought they had an early lead. Nonetheless, the Piles will come back the other way. It's pressure by Dion, taken away into the box. She has a right-footed strike through and off the post and back out and grabbed in by Garnsey. 2 chances in the last 45 seconds for Dion. 1 called off, 1 off the post. And that speed of Dion already showing its legs here just a couple of minutes in to this home opener here in Fort Collins. This one's played out. Mia Casey will flip it to the bench. And then a whistle. And a discussion. Should be a throw in for DU here. It's our 4th official. We'll make sure things are good there on the far sideline. As I mentioned, both these teams heading into new conferences here in 2026. It'll be the West Coast Conference for DU. They'll make their debut in conference September 26th as they'll play against St. Mary's. West Coast Conference is a stacked up conference when it comes to soccer. 6 of the teams in the conference this season were top 100 in RPI last season, including St. Mary's, who DU will start their conference slate against late next month. Pepperdine, Seattle, of course, is DU team top 100 in the RPI. Portland and Santa Clara, the 6 teams in the West Coast Conference who are strength of schedule was impressive and strength of victories as well. This one's punched up and CSU will try to come back the other way. This one's sent through, another through ball. This one gonna get called off sides as Dion struggles to hold the line yet again, and the Pios are a bit on the back heels. Just 3 players and on this back line for DU, rotating between the midfield and that back line. A lot of pressure from CSU noticing this, and leads Garnsey, the goalkeeper, to come up and get involved in the breakout attempt. As this one's played out of bounds with a little bit of pressure there from Hannah McKay on the far side. It'll be a throw in for CSU. Danielle Charleston out of Cincinnati, Ohio to do it. The Wright State transfer, 36 appearances for Charleston as she was at Wright State for a couple of seasons there. 13 starts, all 13 of those coming last season. Decided to take her talents here to beautiful Fort Collins. She tries to help lead this Rams team into the pack and lead them to a potential conference title here in just their first year in the conference. This one's deflected up. Arnold and Dion on the pressure. This one worked out and a tough tackle there by Arnold. It'll be a called throw in as Arnold doesn't like the physicality on the way up. From Samantha Dreiling, has been with DU since 2021. playing in her 6th season. Getting the start here today. Missed her first 2 seasons due to injury to Dreiling for DU. Started 16 of the 18 matches her 3rd season with the Pios in 2023. Made it to the All-Summit League 2nd team and newcomer team in her first healthy season of collegiate soccer. It's Belong. Send this one wide. It'll be clear over the midline. And Wallhead with the pressure up front, coming all the way from the midfield, and she'll put some pressure here on Garnsey and net. Garnsey's kick, knocked down, taken away by the Rams. Near side, here's Dione off the back heel. She tried to turn and run with it. A lot of options and a lot of opportunities here for Dione as this one's taken away from Casey in the midfield. Here goes Casey with some speed. 3 defenders on her, drops it off her Wallhead, deflected off of a defender and in the hands of Garnsey. Long plays this one off the head and it tracks behind her. Picked up quickly by Shea Payne, who works it through as Charleston gets an attempt on it. The Rams clear. Diane with a lot of pressure here in the midfield as well. Some help behind her. She's going to need a Hannah McKay now on the near side. Taking on Dreiling. Worked back, contact, and a whistle on Wallhead. It's Kiera Vincent, the freshman, draws the whistle and a quick turnaround on the free kick. Ball played through, contact through middle of the field there with Mia Casey. Had a couple of physical plays on Thursday. That's just the nature of her game and the style of play that she likes to play with. Got a bit banged up on Thursday as well in that second half. Came out for the final 8 minutes, not to injury, just get some fresh legs out there later in the half. As the Rams were trying to tie the game, it's a 2-1 score late in that half on Thursday night in Boulder. DU quickly back the other way. They have numbers. It's a through ball. Balam trying to track it down, and she does. She'll play this one back for Huber, who will kick it out. And it'll go out the sideline and a throw in for DU deep in the Colorado State defensive end. So I'm thrown in. Diane with some pressure, gets her hand on it, her foot, I should say. Dreiling will send it in. Deflected up. Watch out, a swing and a miss from Kit Mooney right in the box. A dangerous opportunity. And a break for CSU as they break it back out the other way. Wallhead again on the pressure and a miss kick. This is out in the open. Try to play it forward was Alonzo. Nobody home. Wallhead was staying back. That was a missed opportunity yet again for Colorado State. Charleston flips one out for Casey. Casey out wide for Alonzo. Alonzo with Harvey pressuring. Harvey, a nice defensive stop there for the Pios. Deflects it out. CSU throw. Harvey just 410 minutes played in 2025 for the Pios. 2 starts and 11 match appearances. Getting the start here today. And what is her sophomore season, the Highlands Ranch native. 5A state champion with Thunder Ridge back in 2023. Scored 6 times that season. In the midfield back line position. Rams working it quick in the box. This is deflected. Another chance here. Casey keeps it low, deflected. DU trying to clear it again. This one's flicked on. Save made. Garnsey all over. You could hear her shouting, communicating with her defense. Still a barrage of chances for Colorado State. Not clear yet. Mia Casey back with it now. Played it back for Balam. Over for Charleston. Sent back deep as the Rams try to find some pressure through the middle. And I'm not sure what the call is there. I think they're saying that she was offsides and that ball initially came through and then readjusted herself once the ball was sent down for the pass. So the Rams very aggressive here on this DU back line. A couple of offsides called already, including the one that took off Kaja Dion's 7th-minute goal, which would have put CSU on top. Dion tried to get a steal there. Good run here from Dreiling as she's pickpocketed by Casey. Back with the Pios. Deflected. Now down with Morgan. Sends in the box, and Charleston will just drop it off for Huber. When you look at the history of these two teams, Rams have had the short end of the bargain. They're 3-5-2 against DU in their program history, seeking their first regular season win since 2016. Last win for the Rams back in 2019, back when overtime rules still applied in collegiate soccer. It was a 1-0 win for them. That's the only win that they've had here in Fort Collins over the Pios. Last year was a ranked CSU team that went into Denver to take on this Pio team. Number 25 in the country going into that week before DU had a comeback 2-1 victory to knock the Rams out of the undefeated ranks and out of the top 25 for the remainder of the season. This DU team won the regular season title in the Summit League and had a wonderful run to close out their season, winning 5 of 5 down the stretch. This corner goes in, deflected back, still not clears. This one comes up for Charleston, and they'll still send it out. Pass attempt off of Ram and out of play for the throw in for DU deep once again. In the box now. Fighting. Casey slides through and flings it back out. The Rams want to touch off of Pio, and they're going to get it. So a great play there from Casey, not only to clear the ball, but to make contact with an attacking Pio. They'll get possession, but it's still a dangerous opportunity here for DU as they have CSU him back in their defensive end here for the last couple of minutes. Throw goes halfway up the sideline, intercepted now by the Pioneers. Taken away by McKay. She'll turn and run and fling one wide. On the far side as Alonzo picks it up right at the line. Sent forward again, Wallhead. Is she onside? No whistle, no flag. She'll stay it in. Into the box now. Trying to cross it. And a good defensive play by La Piano on the back end to stop that attack. DU quickly on the counter the other way. Here's the near side now. It's a good through ball. Bridget Arnold trying to keep up with Dreiling. And a great play there by Bridget Arnold to break up the shot. That'll be a corner here for DU. Final 10 seconds of the 20th minute here. And a scoreless game between crosstown rivals. DU is prepared to open their season with a couple of contests against Colorado teams that match up on Thursday that was canceled after just 20 minutes of play. Yet to be rescheduled as the corner is sent in. This is headed up. Still not out of danger. Huber takes a punch at it. It's off of a head and out off of DU, and it'll be a goal kick and a scary opportunity there for the Pios. We remain scoreless.
Checking into the game for the Rams, number 16, Brecken Farrell.
Brecken Farrell, the freshman out of Austin, Texas, who was born in Colorado, Broomfield, Colorado to be exact. Out of Lake Travis High School, she'll check in. And Alonzo will take a seat and get a breather here in this first half. The Rams try to break this Pios pressure. Brecken Farrell played 62 minutes on Thursday. Quartered a shot, was not on net. DU back now the other way quickly. Dryling couldn't track it down. Casey with a tackle attempt there, and CSU breaks it out. Now on the far side, freshly into the game. Excuse me, this is Wallhead actually. On the far side, she tries to turn the corner. She'll stop. One defender in front of her tries to send it to the middle, and it's deflected out, not out of danger. DU tries to track it down. Here comes Kaja Dione taking it away. Back now. And a good steal there on the far side by the DU. And a hard tackle from Charleston. They'll play the advantage, but with the turnover, we'll get the whistle. And another strong tackle here from this Rams midfield. Malone will clear this one down the field. He will send it back and reset. Rams with the pressure now. Farrell sends it over the net. 28 yards away. A good strike. But Albertson couldn't find it. Freshman, stolen from Castle Rock. Omaha, Nebraska native, went to Castleview High School, did not play on Thursday, gets to start here today. Gets her first shot of the afternoon. This is a physical play on the far side, still waiting a whistle. Get the whistle and the point. It'll be a CSU throw in just inside the midfield line. The Rams with a lot of early pressure here in the contest and been thwarted out over the last 10 or so minutes. DU is up there into the pressure. Arnold will throw it in right here in front of us in the press box. Dione working around with speed. Stays on the pressure, and DU will take over. Yeah, Casey's defending super well here through the first 25 minutes of this contest. Couple of tackles, couple of takeaways, and this one produces a CSU throw. In fact, it'll be a free kick for Bridget Arnold. If she wants it, she'll hand it off to Balam. Balam, a former midfielder, moved to the back line last season to help tighten things up back there on a team that lost a lot on that back line, including players like Kennedy Layton, who leads the Rams in most starts and most appearances in program history. Avery Vanderven, who was an amazing addition through the first few years of this rebuild. But Balam made that move to the back line, and Keely Hagan was more than pleased to see the way that she played last season, a captain for Balam this season. As her and Bridget Arnold, Keely Hagan told me yesterday, are the anchors of this back line. They're the ones that need to hold this down. Here as the Rams have a tough schedule, 5 teams on this schedule for the Rams here. They were NCAA tournament teams just a year ago, including this DU team, or CU team rather, on Thursday night. Next home match for the Rams, they will host another one of those 5 tournament teams in South Carolina, who will make the visit. Of course, Utah State won the Mountain West last season, so they got their free bid, an automatic qualifying bid into the tournament. They'll have them on the schedule here in a couple of months. This one's off the corner, sent into the box and cleared out. D will try to break it out and come back the other way, and they do. And a nice play from Charleston. Up to Casey. Casey will try to work this one quickly. A shot on net deflected, and a save again from Garnsey. What a strike from Albertson, the freshman, with a cannon of a left-footed strike. Just a better save from Garnsey, who's making some nice stops here in the first few minutes of her collegiate career.
Stepping in for the Rams, number 10, Shadia Valenzuela.
Hannah McKay to take this corner. Already the 3rd corner of this contest, this half. Already more than what they were able to produce on Thursday night in Boulder. This one's sent, low line drive, headed out. This is to Balam. Balam goes quickly back towards the net. This one's up and high and almost in. Garnsey all over it. Slow pace off the boot of Balam. Easy to track for Garnsey, who's got a couple of saves now in this first half. Officially 3 saves for Garnsey in net for DU. Huber on the other end for the Rams. Is yet to be tested, at least credited, with a save, as Dion will try to track this one down on the near sideline. She does. 1-on-1. Tries to work around. Sends in the middle. McKay's there as well as another pair of Rams defenders. This one's deflected. Another turnover. CSU on the pressure again. Here comes McKay. McKay sends this one towards net. Nobody home to redirect that one. And Garnsey have it an active first 29 minutes of the contest. Back the other way with a new sub. For the Rams, it's Shadia Valenzuela. The senior out of Columbia, played at Montevallo for 2 seasons. Was at Lipscomb for 2 seasons prior, and she's in her final collegiate year, and she's joining the Rams to do so. 15 goals and 6 assists in her 4 collegiate seasons. Had an injury in 2025, which limited her to just 3 matches, and yet she still scored a goal. So the Rams are hoping they can get that production out of her in her final collegiate season, as the Rams have been knocking on the door of conference championships over the last 3 seasons, 3 straight postseason appearances. Garnsey will come out and play this one. Rams even reaching the title game back in 2023 before falling to Utah State. Another physical play will draw a whistle, and DU will get a free kick from their own end, just inside the midfield line. But this Rams team is still young in terms of program history. They're still looking for that first conference title, and they hope to do so here in year 1 in the Pac-12. Rams picked to finish somewhere around 6th in the conference. They're tied with Gonzaga in terms of preseason votes. Utah State, the favorite to win the conference, and is tripped up and a whistle there. And we're going to get a card as that's going to stop a scoring opportunity quick in transition. Ava Wallhead able to pull up, get back up. It's Kiera Vincent, who's played physical on both Dion and Wallhead now. Picks up the yellow here in the first half.
A yellow card. Number 25. Subbing in for Denver. Number
A
17.
new sub here for DU, number 17, Camila Palacios. San Antonio native, a sophomore, stands 5'7", the forward. Played at Arkansas, 10 appearances, just 122 minutes, but did score a goal last season against Georgia Southern. Brings her talents here to Denver, where she hopes to help this team to a new conference title as well with the West Coast Conference. This one defended well. Casey with it at her feet. She'll take a shot. This one's chopped well wide of the net. And Mia Casey with a couple of shot attempts here in the first half.
Substitute for Colorado State for number 9, Poppy O'Brien.
Another new face for the Rams, the freshman Poppy O'Brien, the New Zealander out of Auckland. Competed at Victoria University of Wellington in New Zealand. She's played high quality soccer minutes, played 22 of those on Thursday in the loss to Boulder. Rams wanted a handball, didn't get it. Z will retain until Charleston flips it out by the DU bench. Head coaches for your teams, the Rams. In her 6th season, Keely Hagan has turned this program around and built a continual contender year in and year out, despite turnover, which is just the name of the game here in college athletics. On the other side, longtime friend of Keely Hagan, head coach Julian Sitch in her 4th season. Talked to Coach Hagan about that yesterday and their relationship. Says that Sitch likes to coach the way that she used to play, very intense, but you can tell the love that she has for her players. She always played hard, and her team shows that. As Sitch was able to will her effort and her skills and ability onto her team here in her 4th season. Two coaches played professionally back in 2009 and have remained close friends since. Keely Hagan offering up that maybe Sitch is a bit better at reaching out and staying in touch than she was, but she still loves her good friend Julian Sitch, and they get to meet up at least once a year on the pitch during the non-conference slate, as these two teams have for the last decade outside of the 2020 season. This one's flung forward by DU for a throw in for CSU now. This one thrown into McKay. McKay's one touch is over the head of Casey and played back. And Huber with pressure on her, gonna have to get rid of it, and she does. Turnover. Piles with it now. Fake shot attempt and a sliding tackle from Charleston stops it. Physical play for the Rams as Charleston's tripped up, and that'll be a free kick in the back end of the defensive zone. We roll into the 35th minute here in just a matter of moments. Scoreless here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. This game was scheduled to kick off at 3 p.m. local time. But due to the forecasted thunderstorms, these two teams already being affected by rain showers here in this opening week. He's working it forward as Poppy O'Brien. O'Brien works it back to the inside. She'll take a right-footed strike, and that's way outside. A good run and a good attempt there for O'Brien. As I was saying, the kickoff was set, moved back 3 hours to noon local time here. Try to avoid those afternoon showers that seem to plague this beautiful state of Colorado every summer. Rainfall Much needed over the course of the last week or so, all around the Front Range area. DU's match with UNC on Thursday is still yet to be rescheduled. I'm not sure when we'll see a rescheduling, and this will be a foul on DU on the far side. Won't be a booking, but it looks like a very hard verbal warning. So next whistle on Kara Nguyen will probably draw the card. 16 match appearances for her. Nguyen last 2 seasons rather, did not play in 2023. She's playing at her dream school now as she's a Denver Pioneer, something she dreamed of since she was a kid. It's an exciting year for the University of Denver athletics. This one sent in the box, punched up, but not away. Tracked down and let go by Poppy O'Brien here on the near side. Bridget Arnold will come all the way up from the back line to make this throw. Into McKay, back out for Arnold. Arnold will put this one right on goal. In contact with the goaltender is Dione. Look to be shoved from the back, and we have Garnsey down and slow to get up. So let the clock roll while Garnsey regathers herself a little bit. Did not look like the best of contact. There's Dione, and a DU defender collided and ran into her. No cards either way, but it will be a free kick in the 18-foot box. 18-yard box, I should say, excuse me.
Subbing into the match for Denver, number 11, Grace Dreiling.
In comes Grace Dreiling, the sister of Samantha Dreiling. She'll check in for the Pios. 4 appearance, 52 minutes last season. 21 of those 52 coming against Kansas City, where she scored her lone career goal. The Dreiling sisters continuing a story of siblings at DU Athletics, and an offsides stop this attack here for CSU. Grace Dreiling, a junior, not play in 2024 because she was injured. Just had those 52 minutes last year. Checking in for the first time this season here today. Rams doing a nice job at keeping the pressure on here in the midfield. You able to work it through. A bit of a tug, no call. They'll play advantage, and they'll blow the whistle. As Valenzuela was called for the tug on Lapiano. Vincent to take the free kick. She'll send this one right towards goal. Huber comes up and catches it. She'll hold the ball and wait for players to clear. A new rule this season. Goaltenders now allowed an 8-second hold of the ball. You'll hear probably see them first official giving you the countdown. That's 2 seconds longer than what it's been in years past. Previously, just 6 seconds. No official countdown this season, a completely new change. Another new rule change this season. Coaches each get 2 challenges. Win or lose as Dione works to pass the defender. She has time. She's patient on the ball. Swings it across the box, deflected on and wide by O'Brien. New this season, coaches get 2 challenges. They can use win or lose. Just twice in a game can one coach challenge. Keely Hagen already using one of her challenges this season. Lost it on Thursday as she believed the first goal of the contest in Boulder was offside. Goal would stand and Buffaloes would hold on to their 1-0 lead. This one's played forward for Dione. Here come the Rams now. Flipped on. And a shot attempt wide of the net. Contact in the box, all clean. Another goal kick for the Pios. We're going to get a sub for CSU.
Subbing in for Colorado State, number 27, Mario.
It'll be number 27, Marani Vadana. Did not play in 2025, stuck around here in Fort Collins. Receiving playing time here today. She's played 8 minutes. And Thursday's season opener. This one's left for Arnold, miscommunication. Now DU back the other way quickly. Counterattack. Off the head of Delaney. She'll send this one back for Huber to clear, and it doesn't go very far, but it's played by Charleston on the side, and out of play now. It comes the whistle. And a throw in for DU.
Subbing in for Denver, number 6, Riley Jeffries.
So we're going to 2:30, and then 6 minutes, 4 minutes. Yeah, so the 1 to 6 and 2:30.
Okay. Whistle here is CSU was trying to get some attack going. A back and forth half here, still scoreless through 42 minutes and some change. As a Kaja Dione goal was waved off in the 7th minute. And then moments later, seconds later, Dione with a second opportunity. Went off the far post before being cleared out by Garnsey and net for DU here today. DU quickly back on it. A nice play on the far side. So that was Camila Palacios, the Arkansas transfer. Working around a couple of Rams defenders and drawing another throw in for the Pios. Couple of pirouettes. A nice drop off. Snuffed out by the Rams and sent back the other way. Dione will give chase. This one flinged far, and Dione comes away. Dione works it into the box. One-on-one with Vincent, and she pushes Dione off the ball. And a great play there from Kara Vincent. Busy first half for Vincent. And the freshman has held strong against some of the best players this Rams roster has to offer on the offensive side. Dione tries to flip one towards the net, not able to make contact, and scooped up by Garnsey. As we're into our final minute of play here in half number 1.
Remaining in the half.
Huber having to come a bit out of the net to pick this one up as DU is pressuring. 45 seconds remaining in the half. This one sent wide, too wide. It'll be a throw in for DU. 10 seconds to go in the half. CSU trying to find a way to maybe get one more attempt on here before the buzzer. As Garnsey able to play on the ball, and Casey given rush. And that's 45 minutes in the books here in Fort Collins. We are scoreless through 45 minutes. As the Pioneers in Colorado State vie for win number one on their season. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back with some stats and highlights and more. We're scoreless through 45 minutes in the home opener for Colorado State as they make their way into the Pac-12 conference here in 2026. Hosting the DU Pioneers, also heading into a new conference, the West Coast Conference, and they're looking for their first result. And they have a scoreless 45 minutes to open it up. Was not a boring half. The Rams, 11 shots in that opening half while holding DU to just one as Kip Mooney, the only credited Pio with a shot there in the half. From shot leaders, Kasha Dione with three, including a bouncer off the post and what she thought would have been the second time she scored in the contest. Had one called off in the 7th minute for being offsides, and about 30 seconds later had her second opportunity. 3 shots and just one on net for Dione there in that first half. 2 shots for Kennedy Alberson and Mia Casey, both of Casey's coming from distance outside the 18-yard box. And Poppy O'Brien, the sub, the freshman, came in and tried twice as well. Saves, none for CSU goaltender Addison Huber. Not pressured in that first half at least enough to record a save. Lucy Garnsey gets 4 in net for DU. She was absolutely spectacular, stopping multiple dangerous chances for the Rams. CSU corners were a problem on Thursday for the Rams. Just 2 for a team, once again, that averaged more than 6 per match just in 2025. They had 4, though, in that first half, already doubling up what they were able to do in match number 1 on Thursday. Pios, a couple of chances for them late, too, in the final few minutes of the half that presented no shots on goal. Fouls, Rams playing physical in that first half. 5 fouls, the Pioneers 3, but the only yellow card of the contest going towards DU in that first 45 minutes. Colorado State 0, Denver 0. When we come back, we'll take one closer look at your first half stats and get you ready for half number 2 here from Fort Collins. Welcome back to Fort Collins, Colorado, where the Rams and the Pioneers are scoreless through 45 minutes of play in this home opener for the Rams. Take another look at the stats from that first half. Look at Addison Huber in net, not tested in terms of shots on goal, but definitely had some plays to be made, including a couple of corner kicks that were dangerous towards the crossbar. Huber, when you look at her game on Thursday, her first collegiate start, she had 6 saves on 8 total attempts, and 6 of those saves coming in the second half. Meanwhile, Colorado State, just 10 shots in the contest on Thursday, already in that first half, 11 for the Rams, as their offense was potent, especially early in the contest. Again, Kaja Dion, who started this season on just an absolute whirlwind, had the assist on Thursday's lone goal from Ava Wallhead for CSU. Had a couple of chances at goal there in that first half. We're talking about Kaja Dion, bit of an energizer bunny of sorts, one that Keely Hagan was really excited to see come into this third season as a full-time player. As Keely Hagan is working with a whole new squad this season, 18 new faces, 9 transfers, 9 freshmen, and through 135 minutes of play, it seems, well, that it's kind of already starting to come together, something that's not new for Keely Hagan. Last season, lost 16 players coming into this year. Last season was similar numbers in terms of match appearances, goals, and such. 13 goals left the roster from 2024 to 2025, and they lost 12 from 25 to 26, and both over 10,000 minutes played were lost from year to year, and year after year, 3 straight postseason appearances for this Rams team. And Keely Hagan, a big piece of that. When she was talking yesterday about Kaja Dion, it was more about confidence and understanding the game for Kaja when it comes to taking that next step. And that's what she's excited about and impressed with when it comes to Kaja Dion's development over her couple of seasons here in Fort Collins. And she had a wonderful half, did Dion, the 3 shots, leading all players who've played in those first 45 minutes. Also got to look at Skylar Alonso, who's getting in there. And even Hagan admitted yesterday that she's still learning about her and all the new faces, as they've only really been around each other here for a month, and they're still trying to get to know each other and get to know what this team can and will do here in the Big 2026. Bridget Arnold and Avery Balone, the anchors to that back line, played a great first 45 minutes. Has no shots recorded on net in that first half for DU, leaving Addison Huber with a clean sheet in just her second collegiate start. Gave up 2 goals, did Huber, on Thursday against the number 13 team in the country. It's a tough test, but Keely Hagan believes that her team is ready for it. She said she's 6 years into this building of this program and the turning around and trying to achieve the goals, and her job is to keep it simple, but to also compete and ask your team to compete. And she's done so with 5 NCAA tournament teams, including a ranked top 15 team in CU on Thursday on the schedule. And she believes that she has a team to do it. And through 45 minutes here on the home turf in front of the home fans, the Rams have found a way to keep this one scoreless. The offense needs to get going here in the next 45 minutes if they want to come away with the first result. Both teams looking for win number 1 here in 2026, as both teams have yet to do so here in the new year. Just 1 game played for CSU, though. 20 minutes played for UNC, or rather for DU against UNC. And they look forward to the next 45, as we will be back here in a matter of moments from Fort Collins. Welcome back to Fort Collins, half number two, just about to get underway as the Rams will kick it off as we are scoreless. 0-0 between the DU Pioneers in their first season in the West Coast Conference. Colorado State Rams making their Pac-12 debut here this week. At least as a member of the conference, not so much in terms of the competition. They'll get under conference play in about a month here. Will remain a no goal for DU now as CSU tries to work this one forward, and a whistle blown will stop the rush. DU will take over. So still scoreless. We roll into the 49th minute. $11 shots for CSU in that opening half. They still try to get their offensive legs going. Here's a great first 10 minutes for CSU offensively. DU finally responded, and then CSU came back with some offense of their own before DU closed out the half nice and strong. Still with all of that offensive possession time for DU. No shots on goal in that first half. As this one's flung forward, there's a chance now for Wallhead, who's offsides. The flag just goes up. That was a close call there. As Wallhead tried to slow play it, and Alonzo's able to send a through ball. Wallhead just couldn't hold that line long enough, but she would have been free and would have had a great opportunity for her second goal of her career and second goal of this season. And just as many matches played. This one played through and sent wide by McKay. Throwing a little closer now here for DU. It'll be Jackie Wilson to do the honors. Freshman, Fort Collins native, a Poudre High School alum, played basketball there as well. He's a three-star recruit. Now she joins Sitch, head coach Julian Sitch's DU Pioneers, and she gets a start here in the second half. It's a bit of a mess right at the top of the 18-yard box. CSU can't clear, and now Arnold comes away with it. Takes some content. No call as Arnold tries to draw the whistle there. No call. Be off of Arnold's boot, now to play in a DU throw. Physical play by Balam, and a nice play there to kick it off of a DU defender, excuse me. And there's the savvy that head coach Keely Hagan talked about when it comes to Balam's game defensively. Once again, recruited as a midfielder. Moved her back last year to help bolster that back line, and now she's one of the anchors of what's hoped to be a very good Colorado State soccer team here this season. DU with it in possession. Here's LaPiano. Throws this one in. Dreiling sends it on and deflected wide of the net. And they're going to call that a corner for DU. Arnold says she didn't touch it. Quick developing play there for the Pioneers as LaPiano got it started, and Dreiling with a quick attack and a deflection attempt up front. Went wide. And they'll say it was off a CSU boot. And Palacios, the sophomore, to take the strike from the corner. This one to the backside. Contact on that side. No whistle. It'll roll all out of play. No one touched it, so it's off a DU. And a goal kick as we have a Ram slow to get up in the box. I'll stop the clock for this. That looks like Bridget Arnold, who's had a real physical start to this half. They're going to ask her to at least stand off to the side of the field and be waved back on, ready for play here in a moment, maybe. They're going to let her stay on. Rams a little too physical. Get a whistle there. I believe that was Mia Casey. Been involved in plenty of physical play here today, and in that time she'll draw the whistle, and it'll be a DU kick. Huber straight on net, able to bring it in. She'll back up the Pios. She'll hold 5 seconds to release the ball for Huber. This one to midfield. Headed back, and Dion will try to give chase, and will be picked up by Zelazny on the back end for the Pios. Slow play for DU to try to break this pressure of Wallhead as Alonzo tries to stick a boot in. On the near side, Alonzo again with a slide tackle on. Will get it, but CSU able to turn it over with the pressure. Out wide for Dion. She's on side. She'll track it down, far side. Onto the left foot. Avoids a tackler, takes it to the back line, tries to send it back in. Cleared out by DU. Pressure closing in on the far side to send this one back to Balam, who'll navigate the offense. Balam, I believe she was trying something long and deep for Alonzo. Alonzo wasn't ready for it. Now it's a DU goal kick. DU likes to play with that ball patiently on the back end as we get a Colorado State whistle here. And then a yellow. See what player that's going to go on. DU plays patiently, similar to the way that Colorado State has played for the last few seasons. Start your offense on the back end, let your defenders pass it around, move the formation around a little bit, and then send something deep up the sideline. And we've seen a couple of midfield attempts on through balls and long balls. So here they go again. Play this one back to Garnsey. McKay with the interception. Back the other way. CSU needing to get some life offensively here. CSU's just holding possession and making things tough, and they'll come away with it. Now here's Charleston. Charleston sends it up the line, and Alonzo unable to track that one down. 2 of the 18 new Rams can't connect there. Jackie Wilson tries to take 15 extra yards on the throw. Is caught. She'll walk back and she'll throw it in. Now she has it. She sends it back. Here's a chance now for DU. Good looking attack starting to form. It goes Dreiling. Her pass deflected off an arm of DU, and that'll go back the other way. As Dreiling's pass for Caitlin Stotts off of her boot. Deflected by, I believe it was Balam for CSU, and right back in the arm. That'll thwart that attack. DU controlling the first 12 minutes of this half. Huber again trying for Alonzo. That one sails out. Another DU throw, and they'll continue holding on to this possession. Rams just 2 defenders back, playing high pressure to the midfield, and DU's quickly on it. Good recovery there for the Rams as DU holds possession here on the near side. Dreiling sends this one across the midfield. Dion tries to get in there. Deflected away by Vincent. Casey up for McKay now. McKay tracking it down. This one's played off of a DU foot and out of play, and DU's pressuring a lot. You see the 2 or 3 backline defenders. Everyone else kind of working their way up and making it hard for these defenders for CSU to facilitate the offense the way that, again, that they have for years now. Balam sends the free kick long, and again, no connection. Talked to Keely Hagan yesterday about what she expects to see out of her team schematically when it comes to offense, and she's mentioned we're not passing just to pass the ball. We're passing with intention. We're passing with reason. We're passing with purpose. The Rams are trying that now 3 or 4 straight possessions. They've sent it up the sideline, and it's not connected. So the Rams are trying. They're just not executing at the moment. A scoreless game here in the 59th minute as we come up on an hour of match play. Stryling works it back in the middle. She'll drop it off. Pioneers with a chance here. This one's sent way wide. Off the foot of Stotts, who's had her name called here a couple of times here early in the second half. Here comes the pressure now for CSU, much like we saw in the first 15 minutes. Now here's Dion. Tried it. Couldn't get it through. She just had one defender to beat. That defender was Kiera Venson, who's played an incredible 60 minutes here in Fort Collins today. Intercepted through midfield. Working it forward. Here come the Rams. That one's played off of DU, and that'll be on net. Let's see what they score that one. That might be another shot on goal. Would be the 5th of the contest for Colorado State. Play is off of CSU and a throw in for DU. Great pressure from Wapiano for DU, keeping CSU working that one backwards, but they finally get one through to Dion now. Dion one-on-one on the far side. Through the legs, but ain't not able to get around the defender. DU has been stout on that back line. See if Dion can get in that extra gear. As she did multiple times in the opening minutes of today's contest. She'll drop this one back for Casey. Casey out wide for Alonzo. Alonzo one-on-one. Helped defender behind. Worked around one. Has a chance. Blocked. Still here. Dion tries. Here's Ava Wallhead, the freshman. Spins. Puts it on net. This was off the crossbar. Still home. This one's deflected out, and Ava Wallhead that close to her second collegiate goal. And the Rams get their first high-quality chances of the second half.
Stepping into the match for Colorado State, number 16, Brecken Farrell.
So a free kick now here for CSU in a dangerous position. Won't go in the box score as a corner attempt, but Rams are going to line it up as it is in a similar location. It's Mia Casey to take it. This one wide. Tries to go to that back post on the right on the line. No one able to get any contact on it and put it on net.
Subbing in for Denver, number 13, Shea Payne, and number 27, Casey Harvey.
Casey Harvey and Shea Payne will check in for DU. Pressure now for CSU on the back line of the Pioneers. That one's off of Samantha Dreiling. First official beginning to get a little frustrated with the players running up 15 extra yards. That time it was Charleston getting the stern talking to. The Rams work it back now to midfield, out wide for McKay. McKay working across a few defenders. She has speed, has the corner, tries to flip this one towards net, and it's deflected. Out of play by the Pios, and a corner kick here for CSU. Rams starting to find their legs again here offensively. And this time it'll be Alonzo taking the strike from the corner. Alonzo calling it ready. Sends it in. Traffic in front of the net. Not cleared out yet. Fired off by Casey on the one hop on the rebound. That one's in the parking lot. Almost hit my car.
Substitute for Denver.
Well wide of the net for Mia Casey, trying it off the one hop. Rams starting to get some sustained pressure here. So we work now into the 67th minute. Good play there by the Rams. They'll turn and go the other way. Contact and a whistle, and that's going to be another card. Second card. Is that not her second? It should be her second, which would be a booking, a red, and a 10. It is. And a red. And that's a big loss for DU. Kiera Vincent, who's played an incredible 67 minutes, draws her second card, and it'll be a red card, and DU will play with 10 for the remainder of the game. So Vincent stopped a number of CSU chances here through this contest. No longer on the field and one less defender. We'll see how DU approaches it. As CSU in the last few minutes has just started getting going offensively here in this second half. Free kick by Balam is sent into the box, headed away. A nice play there by the back line of DU, and they're quickly out with it. Space now for Dreiling. Dreiling working forward. Plenty of real estate in front of her. She's working past Charleston. Charleston on her. This one's shot wide of the box. Nobody home to put her on a second touch. But what a run from Dreiling. I want to roll out a play and a CSU throw as far as you can be. Maybe 2 paces inside of that corner flag.
Subbing in for Colorado State, number 9, Poppy O'Brien.
Poppy O'Brien will check back in, and again, she'll relieve Alonzo, whose day will likely be done now. Laid back for Arnold, will clear it up, and Wallhead pushes it back to McKay, sends it wide. This one's not deep enough. Poppy O'Brien's going to have to track this one down. Sends it up, and a miscommunication there. But they'll stay possession with CSU. Here go the Rams. This one's sent towards the net, well wide. Didn't get enough curl on it there.
Substitute for Denver,
Brecken Farrell.
Alana Raimondo.
And a new face for DU checking in, number 10, Alana Raimondo. Out of Vaughan, Ontario, Canada, the senior midfielder. Her second season with the Pios after 2 seasons with Kent State, had 39 appearances. She'll check in for the first time here in her first time for DU this season. DU breaks the pressure nicely. Now they're working forward. Here's LaPiano sent out wide. Move forward, and DU's on the run. Here come the Pios. Working through the middle, shot low and not on target. And it was deflected by a Rams boot. Maybe, no, they're going to call it a goal kick. DU with a nice rush there and an opportunity. Just couldn't find one on net, and Huber still with 0 saves today. Not any of her doing, just has not been needed. This one sent wide. Casey on the run. Casey onside on the far wing. Working it a win. Into the box, deflected in. Ava Wallhead, her second collegiate goal in her second collegiate game, and the Rams have a 1-0 lead in the 70th minute of the day. A beautiful play by Mia Casey on the score sheet for the first time this season. And a beautiful ball to get things started from the back line. And the Rams strike and capitalize on the 10 defenders for DU, and a 1-0 lead with just more than 20 minutes to play.
Number 47, Ava Wallhead.
How about Ava Wallhead? Welcome to Fort Collins. Welcome to the NCAA, and she has 2 goals in her first 2 collegiate matches. And that is about as easy as it gets, courtesy of Mia Casey with her first point of the season. DU turns it over now to Balam.
Correction on the assist. It goes to number 22, Mia Casey.
First lead of the season for Colorado State. They've played previous 160 minutes of this season either trailing or tied up. They were just tied up for less than 15 minutes combined in Thursday's matches. You scored early in that contest and then scored late and held on to that lead. We'll see how CSU handles the 1-goal lead here. DU has had a strong half offensively. Last 10 or so minutes here dominated by the Rams. What a quick developing play that goal was for the Rams. It's all the way on their back end. One pass got Mia Casey free, and then she did the rest as Ava Wallhead gets the touch on goal, and we have a 1-0 game here in Fort Collins. Under 20 minutes to play here as CSU looks for their first win in Fort Collins over DU since 2019.
Substitute for Colorado State, number 10, Shadia Valenzuela.
Shadia Valenzuela checked back in, played a little in that first half. She'll try to keep the pace of the offense here in these final 20 minutes. And she does. Spins around into the box now. A little bit of contact, no whistles. And this one's deflected out. And it'll be a corner kick for CSU. Welcome to the game. Shadia Valenzuela checks in about 10 seconds later, has a chance right in front of the net.
CSU corner kick taken by number 11.
Now Valenzuela will sit in the middle of the box. Rams have 3 in that vicinity right there. Make it 4. This one's sent in, and a chance here for Valenzuela goes wide of the net. Again, welcome to the contest, Valenzuela.
Substitute for Denver, number 4, Reese Morgan.
Reese Morgan checking in for DU. 2025-2026 Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Colorado, 5A Player of the Year, and won 2 5A state titles right here in Fort Collins at Fossil Ridge High School. Scored the game-winning goals in both the semi-final and the final for Fossil Ridge last season. As Dione works through some contact, has it still, drops off for Casey. Casey now with a little bit of space. What does she want to do with it? Sends this one out wide. This one struck on net. Save made by Garnsey. And another corner kick. This time it'll be on the near side for CSU. And obviously DU playing with just 10 players after the red card to Kiera Vinson.
Corner kick taken by
Nonetheless, this offense was starting to warm up right before that red card was pulled, and the CSU has capitalized now with a bunch of chances here in the last 10 minutes. This one sent into the box. Through everybody and out. Arnold will track it down. Try to throw it off a pile, back off of her. And sent out by a Pioneer off of Arnold. It'll be a throw in for DU. So CSU with a 1-goal lead. We've seen in years past them tend to clamp down after they get a 1-score lead, or if they have a 1-score lead late. Have not done it yet. And this Rams team had a 1-0 halftime lead over the Pioneers last season as the 25th ranked team in the country. Before the Pioneers scored twice in that second half to come back and win and knock the Rams out of the undefeated ranks. They were 6-0 at the time. That was the last time the Rams made, first and only time the Rams made an appearance in the top 25. So coming back with it now, and Charleston turns it over. Wilson with it. She'll drop this one back. He will try to break this pressure from CSU. Valenzuela on the ball now for the Rams. This is great pressure for CSU, and it turns into a turnover. She'll send this one through for Valenzuela. Mia Casey also tracking it down. Garnsey comes out of the net, and she'll send this one into the stands. And a throw in now for the Rams in offensive territory. And we have a dog on the field. Good boy. Or girl. There's Charleston with it now off the throw in. Back to McKay. McKay works to the right foot. Contact on Dione. She falls down. She's still with it. Back up now, and DU tries to break it out. Turn the corner. And it's speed now. Coming down the other way with it is Payne. Freshly into the game. Sends this one wide off the post. Still in the box. Cleared out. Huber hasn't had to make a save, but her posts have come in handy. Had one off the crossbar earlier in the half, and now one off the post. And DU creating some offense with just 10 players on the field. That time it was the senior Shea Payne to get around the defense. Put one right off that far post. Pio still with it. Deep shot on Huber, wide of the net. Huber might be cramping up there in net for the Rams. I'm going to stop the clock and let her figure it out. Looks like maybe that right calf. Huber had a way out for that. It's the second or third try from that deep for DU. Again, CU scored the game-winning goal in the 77th minute on Thursday with a shot deep from the logo out there in Boulder. I think DU likes some chances from out there. Huber plays this one. The clock will roll on. We're in the 77th minute. Still no shots on target for DU, despite that one going off the post. And here goes Mia Casey. Same spot she created from earlier. One-on-one on the far side. Works around a defender. Into the box. She'll fly one through. This one sent up and high off of Valenzuela and out of play. She made a sliding attempt. How about these quality minutes from Valenzuela? 3 chances now for her, and she's just been in the matchup for a couple of minutes here in this second half. This one's sent through. DU trying to break the pressure. McKay on the ball, able to deflect it out and slow up the rush from the Pioneers. The call will stay with Pios. The Alana Raimondo to throw it in here on the near side. Maybe nope, she'll hand this one off. With Jackie Wilson right inside the midfield line. Raimondo with it here on the near side. Working over the Pac-12 logo now. Sends this one back. With Morgan. Freshman, her first collegiate appearance, trying to get things going. DU with it. This is a strike from outside the box. There's your first save of the day for Addison Huber. And the first shot on goal for the Pioneers. That one off the foot of a defenseman, Casey Harvey. Highlands Ranch native. Valenzuela works it around one player. And is intercepted by Harvey there on the back line. DU back with it now the other way. Picking up the tempo are the Pioneers. Selazny working through mid. Chops this one off the near side for Wilson. That's out. And they're not going to call it. Enough of that ball stayed on that white line. As Mia Casey comes up the challenge. She hits the deck. Ball still at the feet of Reese Morgan, who sends it back for Zelazny. DU wants to call on the Morgan contact. They won't get it. McKay played that ball within the rule set, and we'll play on. McKay works through some contact, gets the ball, lets it off for Balam. Turns it right back over to the DU Pioneers. This one's sent long through ball. It's going to get towards net. Huber will drop on it and take some time off of that clock. Some precious seconds here for DU as they are running out of time. Just more than 10 minutes remaining here in Fort Collins. The home opener for CSU, trying to get their first win against DU since 2019. And just their 4th overall win in this series. 3-5-2 are the Rams against this Pios team. Valenzuela able to work through. Draw a throw in for the Rams. And we're going to get a wholesale of changes for both squads here. 6 total players will come on.
Colorado State, number 1, Skylar Alonso.
So Skylar Alonso will check back in.
Sydney Torres. And number 27.
The first appearance of the day for Sydney Torres, a sophomore out of West Valley City, Utah. Transfer out of Ole Miss, had 13 match appearances in her freshman season, including 6 starts. Torres played the final 8 minutes. On Thursday, she came in and gave me a Casey a couple of minutes of break towards the end of that contest. Three Pios came on in that mass substitution. Try to get you those numbers when we can. This one's working on the near side. Amirani Vaidana works this one around and looks like it'll be a CSU throw-in. Casey with a strike. Keeps it low, and it's deflected out by DU. Another throw coming for the Rams. We'll get another DU sub here. Clock will run when it's just DU making the sub, and that's the case as it is here. 9.5 minutes remaining in the match. CSU leading 1-0 off of Ava Wallhead's second goal of the season in just her second collegiate game. Jackie Wilson checks right back in. The Pioneers are shifting around with this 10-person lineup after Kiara Vincent was given a red card on her second booking, and that one's off of a DU boot and out the back line for a corner kick here on the near side. Nice play for the Rams on the near side for Vaidana. Another corner. There's been a plethora of them today for the Rams. See if they can't get an offensive attack and an opportunity here. 9th corner of the contest for the Rams. Just 2 again on Thursday. Now they're back over that average of last season's 6 per contest. This one's into the box. No one able to get anything on it. And it's cleared out by the Pioneers. Turned over. Back with CSU now. Near side via Casey. Casey sends it far side of the box. And a whistle. I believe offsides. That was another good look there for Valenzuela. She's going to get a talking to. She made contact with the goaltender. This will be the last time she'll get talked to. Next time will be a card. Clock stopped at 81 minutes. I'll change it to 81:20 now. We're back under play. A long ball. Makes no contact as Garnsey can't connect on the pass there, and CSU will throw it in. Sent out wide. Intercepted by Charleston. She'll drop it off. Here comes Casey. Casey with a number of attackers with her. Vaidana on the far side. Stolen away. And a whistle there on CSU. And that one on Valenzuela. Not enough to get a booking. Just enough for a whistle. DU working it forward. McKay back for Vaidana. Vaidana will turn around. Send this one wide. It's going to be intercepted in their own half for CSU. DU coming back the other way, working forward. Some real estate now. This one dropped off. Here's stats. That one's sent wide. No danger there. CSU gets possession back and a whistle, and we'll get a CSU sub. Stops the clock for the moment. As Valenzuela will come out. And Ava Wallhead, the goal scorer, the only goal scorer for the Rams here in 2026 through 2 contests. She'll try to close this thing out here with the Rams. Valenzuela with an incredible 10 or 15 minutes that she just played here in the second half. Gives Wallhead a much-deserved break. This one's fired off a Pioneer out the back line. It'll be a goal kick yet again. Less than 7 here in the match. Cooper will elect near side to Charleston. Cleared out hard. Heads up to the fans here on the near side. Charleston will throw this one to Adana. Takes contact in the back. It's a whistle and a free kick now for CSU here on the near side. A little bit of frustration starting to build. Officials asking for a little bit of pickup in the pace here. A little less time wasting for the Rams as they try to work off the final 6 minutes of this clock with that 1-0 lead. This one headed out, but works its way down to the final third. But Charleston will throw it again. Drops it off for Wallhead. Loses possession. It's cleared out yet again by DU. This is just fine for the Rams. They're holding possession. Valuable time coming off the clock. Wallhead again will retrieve it. Take it to the corner. Make it a little messy, and that one's going to be off of a DU attacker. Defender, excuse me. Good pressure there. It'll be a goal kick. So that one's off of Wallhead and out of play. And another sub here for DU. Clock will roll.
Setting it for Denver, number 14.
It'll be Olivia Kroska making her first appearance of the season. Did not play in 2025 as a freshman. Seems to be part of the rotation here in 2026 for the Pios. Malone clears it out. Casey able to knock it out of there with her left leg, and this one's sent forward. Here's the chance now, and it's going to be called off sides. Try to get a number over there. Another close one. CSU, not a lot of offsides last season. Had quite a few here in today's contest. $11 offsides called here today on CSU. This one shot wide of the net. Almost snuck its way in under Huber's left arm. Fully extended block in the goal, just not on target yet again. Just the one on target for the Pioneers here today. Less than 2.5. We make it 3.5 to go here. Arnold will send this one deep, force DU to chase, and Wallhead will give pressure momentarily. Played back for Garnsey. All the way back now to Balam on the back line. Where DU sends this one out and towards their bench and a CSU throw in. You can feel the pressure picking up here in the final minutes as DU's trailing, trying to turn something quick. They've had their opportunities in this second half. And they find one. Can the Rams hold on? Trying a long ball to Vidana, unable to get done. However, turnover again here on the near side. Now McKay with it. Nice play there from Sidney Torres. This one works forward, and D will throw it in from their defensive half. Physical play on the near side, no whistle. Working it forward is Lapiano. Sends this one out wide. It's Stotts. Working one-on-one. Gets around the edge, sends it into the box, deflected down, not out of danger. DU still with it. Pressure on. Flipped out. Still here. Lapiano with it now. A horde of Rams around. Vidana giving pressure. This one back out. Wallhead tries to get a foot in there. Can't get it. Deflected back out to midfield. Sent forward. This one's going to get through, and Huber will come up and play it. No piles to give pressure. And Huber will just sit there with the ball at her feet, and she'll fall on it. That'll tick off some precious time. High soaring kick doesn't make it to midfield. It's headed back. Charleston's got to get on her horse. Nguyen giving chase and flipped out by Charleston. Final 60 seconds. DU trying to even things up. This one thrown in. Deflected. Cleared out. Wallhead will give chase and send this one over to the fans. Maybe the best pressure of the half for the Pioneers here in the final minutes. No call on the contact from McKay. Pile fans want the call. They won't get it. Back up to Zelazny. Keeper. All the way up. We'll send this in the box, and it's caught by Huber. We'll see if that goes down as a shot on goal. Garnsey had a high school goal as a keeper. Almost had her first collegiate one there. That one was on Huber. Sends it out, and we're into the final 10 seconds. DU, one final push. Can they get something deep? Thrown on. Casey will send it into the bench. And the final seconds will tick off, and your Rams will win their first home match of 2026, will pick up their first win as a member of the Pac-12 Conference behind a 1-0 final in what was an extremely competitive game here in Fort Collins. 1-0, your final score as the Rams pick up their first win here in 2026. Big thank you to everyone here at Rams Vision putting together today's home opener broadcast. Join us next time when Colorado State hosts South Carolina. That'll be Sunday, August 30th at 11:30 a.m. right here in Fort Collins. Once again, your final here from Fort Collins, Rams 1, Pioneers 0. This has been a copyright of the Pac-12 Conference. Good afternoon and good night.